Hey everyone, I'm Mike from theparkprodigy.com, and on today's video, we're going to break down all of the best tips and tricks for using the Universal Orlando Park to Park ticket. And I like to think that I might be a theme park ticket expert, as I did spend a ton of time at the Magic Kingdom Park actually selling tickets for Disney. So that's really how I started in this industry. That's the reason why I created the Park Prodigy, the reason why we're starting to create all of these, YouTube videos around really the booking process, where I would say we do that a little bit differently from some of the other vloggers out there, where we really try to help you plan the most amazing vacation possible. And I know that starts really when it comes to figuring out, all the logistics, including theme park tickets. So if you are in the process of planning a Universal Orlando trip and you're on the fence about the park to park ticket, if you purchased the park to park ticket and you want to know the best way to use it, just be sure to stick around until the end of this video. As always, I'm very excited, so let's go get started. Thank you all again so much for checking out this video. Like I said, we are about to break down the best tips and tricks for using the Universal Orlando Park to Park ticket. And if you are in the process of planning a Universal Orlando trip and you do need more videos like this, just be sure to subscribe to our channel, as we have a lot more similar content coming out in the coming weeks that will get you as prepared as possible for your next Universal vacation. But let's jump right in. We are going to start with the basics when it comes to buying the park to park ticket. And I would say be familiar with the fact that there are two different types of park to park tickets. So we do have the two park to park ticket, which includes Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida. And then, of course, at this point in time, anyway, in 2024, the other option is the three park ticket, which would include Universal Studios Florida, Islands of Adventure, and then, of course, Volcano Bay. The reason why I'm stating that is because there is a lot of news coming out for Universal Orlando, when we do have a brand new theme park in Epic Universe coming down the pipeline. And I'm sure that's going to throw a lot of changes into these park to park tickets. So we'll do another video just like this in the future. And that's another reason why you should be subscribing to our YouTube channel. But let's jump over. And one of the most common questions that I have received, over in Disney and Universal, just when it comes to buying tickets, a lot of families will come to me and they'll say, hey, Mike, we're thinking about doing the park to park for one day, so how much would it only cost me for one day? Like, I have a 3-day ticket, but I'm only going to use the park to park for one day. And what I would say to that, and the tip and trick here, is that there's really not, you're not paying for the park to park by day. It's more so an add-on option. And it's kind of, think about it like this: it's going to be one-time flat fee. So it doesn't matter if you're only using it for one day, or if you plan to use it for all your days. Typically, it's right around the same price, right? It's a one-time flat fee, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm overpaying because I have a 3-day ticket and I'm only going to use it one day. Fortunately, that's the way it works. So what I saw, I looked up ticket pricing, and on a one-day, let's say one-day base ticket to upgrade to a park-to-park ticket, it's right around $55. But then when you move over to a multi-day ticket, going from a base ticket over to a park-to-park ticket, it ranges between 60 to 65. So yeah, there's a little, range, but not like I think people think. So that's important to keep in mind. You're not overpaying, especially if you're only going to use it for one day. And so, sticking with the actual planning and the buying of the park to park tickets to try to figure out if this is the right fit for you, what I would say is, if you're on the fence or if you're unsure, but you know that you're buying Universal Orlando tickets and you're also buying Express Pass tickets, I would absolutely take a look at the Universal Orlando combo tickets. And we do have these tickets on our website, theparkprodigy.com. What I have found is, a lot of times there's actually so much of a savings when you're kind of bundling the Express Passes, that guests are essentially getting a Universal Orlando admission ticket, you're getting the park to park ticket, and you're also getting Express Passes per admission day. You're with the combo tickets. Where I'm going with this is, a lot of times that the combo tickets will be the best deal, and you might be able to get that park to park ticket out of the deal pretty much for free, and you'll also still come out ahead and save money. This is specifically, when you're bundling it with the Express Passes, but this is something that I think families should be looking at, because you might get that park to park option, at no additional cost, which is great, or kind of bundled in, even with a savings. And on the flip side of this, what I also would say is that if you're unsure of getting the park to park ticket, if you're on the fence, my honest opinion is always to go with the base ticket. You can always upgrade to the park to park ticket later on once you get to the parks. Now, I would say the only downside in doing this is that you will have to go and stop by a ticket booth. It's going to be an inconvenience once you get to the park, right? So you'll have to, it will eat up some time. But I would also say if you're unsure, right, I personally would rather, eat up some time than spend the money and not use the park to park option. The other thing too is you'll see that you do need the park to park ticket in order to ride the Hogwarts Express. So if you go to get on the Hogwarts Express and you don't have that park to park ticket, you can essentially upgrade at that point in time, and we'll probably circle back to the Hogwarts Express in a few. Okay, over to the next tip and trick. And if you are upgrading and if you booked a Universal Orlando vacation package, let's say that includes one of those Universal Orlando Premier Resorts, and of course the Premier Resorts do give you the Express Passes for free, it's important to understand that the Express Passes you get are the 2-park Express Passes. So yep, that's right, the Express Passes essentially are, there's different options as well. There's a 1-park Express Pass, but then there's a 2-park, essentially a park-to-park Express Pass. So the ones that you get for free through the Universal Orlando Premier Resorts are going to be the 2-park Express Passes. So that's important as you're shopping for those vacation packages, because you might want to make sure that you have, the right ticket or the best ticket to kind of team up with that Express Pass. So if you're shopping for a vacation package, like I said, realistically, instead of a base ticket, you might want to go with a park-to-park ticket. The other cool thing, too, that I would say about the park-to-park tickets is Universal, of course, they want to incentivize guests to get that extra option, right? So when it comes to vacation package discounts, like right now, Universal Orlando is running a vacation package promotion where essentially you can get up to 25% off at select Universal Orlando hotels booking an official Universal Orlando vacation package. A lot of times those discounts are really set up for the park-to-park tickets, right? So you might be able to get an even better deal with that park-to-park option. So just always shop around, always kind of try to figure out like where am I getting the best prices or where is the best deal at this point in time. Another important tip and trick to kind of tie into all of this, the planning aspect, right? Even if you're staying at a Universal Orlando Premier Resort and you do have that park-to-park ticket, don't forget that Volcano Bay does have a separate Express Pass. So, just logistics, just keep that in mind as you're planning your trips. Now, when it comes to, is the park-to-park ticket the right fit for me and my family? Typically, what I would recommend is when I have families who come and, they kind of, need vacation planning help, if they're traveling with younger kids, specifically over in Walt Disney World, we typically will try to avoid having them purchase the quote-unquote park hopper ticket, which is Disney's version of the park-to-park ticket. And the main reason is because, going from park to park over in Disney is just very, very difficult. There's a lot more logistics that goes into it. I would say that is not the case over in Universal Orlando. It's a lot more convenient, specifically at this point in time as of 2024, before Epic Universe has hit the parks, and specifically for the main 2 theme parks. So even if you're traveling with smaller kids, the park-to-park ticket can be a great option, for your family, just because it's easier to get back and forth. I would also say, specifically with families traveling with younger kids, you'll see that when it comes to the main 2 theme parks at this point in time, you really might need that park-to-park ticket to get the most out of your day. And the reason being is because the kid rides, that are, let's say, 42 inches or less, that might be a really, really good fit for families traveling with kids 8, or younger, are going to be split between the 2 parks. So you might really want to park hop just to get the most out of your day or to keep everyone busy, throughout your Universal Orlando vacation. So again, you'll see that, it's just a different game plan from comparing it over at Disney. The park-to-park option can be a great fit, for pretty much every family, depending on how you would like to use it. Now, the other really, really cool thing is that there are no time restrictions. So meaning, and this changed in Disney, but Disney used to have essentially that you couldn't park hop until 2 p.m. Now, that was never the case at Universal Orlando. That's not the case at Disney anymore, but just it's important for me to state that there are no restrictions with the park-to-park ticket. You could pretty much hop into Islands of Adventure, go on one ride, and then hop over to Universal Studios Florida if you so choose. Really, who else is the park-to-park ticket the right fit for? Essentially, really, families who want the ultimate flexibility. If you just kind of want to hop into the parks and kind of hit the rides as you seem fit, park-to-park might be a great option for you. And another really cool tip and trick is if you are the type of family that you do want to pretty much get every single minute worth of your time. You're like, you paid for these tickets, you're going to be in a theme park pretty much every single minute that they are open during your vacation. Then of course the park to park option could be a great fit, specifically if you are going with that 3 park ticket and you do plan to head over to Volcano Bay, for a couple days or 1 or 2 days. The reason being is because Volcano Bay typically will close earlier than some of the other theme parks. This is specifically outside of the summer months. Summer months, it's usually open a little bit later, but outside of the summer months, it might close a little bit earlier. So in that case, you can hit Volcano Bay during the day, and then of course you can go and hit one of the other main 2 theme parks over at night. Another great tip and trick, and another very popular question is always, which park should I visit first, especially with the park to park ticket. And again, as a general rule of thumb, we would always start with Islands of Adventure Park, just because Islands of Adventure does have Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, and specifically this is if you're using it during early park admission. Main reason is just because we find that you can really get on this ride very, very quickly if you do follow some, very important tips and tricks and kind of get this out of the way. Now, what I would say to this is if you don't have early park admission and you do have a park to park ticket and both of these parks are open, instead of hitting Hagrid's, let's say first thing in the morning, you might want to consider hitting Hagrid's, later in the evening, pretty much, right before the park closes, or, those later evening hours when the lines can pull back. And then in that case, you would want to start your early park admission over in Universal Studios Florida, or really, start your day in Universal Studios Florida as opposed to early park admission in Islands of Adventure. And again, the same thing is just because you could pretty much get on as many rides as possible by quote unquote rope dropping and then hop over to Islands of Adventure. If you don't have early park admission and you just have your heart set on going to Islands of Adventure first, what I would do is I would walk into that park and pretty much make a left. You'll see most families are going to be going right to Hagrid's, the Velocicoaster. I would go left. I would hit Marvel Superhero Island, and I would try to get on the Hulk, Doctor Doom's, Spider-Man as quickly as possible, and then you could park hop over to Universal Studios Florida later in the day. Another great tip and trick, and from a logistics standpoint, the park to park ticket can be a great option for families who are visiting in those Halloween months. So specifically, if you're visiting during Halloween Horror Nights, but you're not going to Halloween Horror Nights, you might want to consider the park to park ticket, just because Universal Studios Florida will be closing at 5 o'clock at night, and Universal's Islands of Adventure usually stays open till at least 8 or 9 o'clock. So you get a couple extra hours, and you can go and hop over to that park. And then of course, finally, we're circling back to the infamous Hogwarts Express, and it's really, really important to understand that you do need the park to park ticket in order to ride the Hogwarts Express, which is one of the very popular Wizarding World of Harry Potter rides. And this also ties into families who are visiting with young kids. And like I said, because the rides for younger kids are split between the 2 parks, this specifically is one of the rides that really is a great fit for younger kids. So you could see where you might need that park to park ticket to really get the most out of your day. The other important thing too, tip and trick with the park to park ticket, is to ride the Hogwarts Express both ways, because it is a different experience both ways. And kind of sticking with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, if you are trying to, specifically visiting Universal Orlando, let's say for one day, and you're trying to see and do everything that the Wizarding World of Harry Potter has to offer, you do need that park to park ticket, just because the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is split between the 2 main theme parks. And even taking it one step further, even if you're visiting Universal for multiple days, as you could see, if you're trying to do everything Harry Potter related, you need the park to park ticket, because you'll need it to get on the Hogwarts Express. Another important tip and trick with the Hogwarts Express is remember to keep your ticket out, because you need to scan your ticket, your park to park ticket, in order to get on this ride to show that you have a park to park ticket. Okay, sticking with Harry Potter, another really cool tip and trick here is when you're visiting Universal Orlando during early park admission, and you do have a park to park ticket and they have both of the parks, so Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida, open for early park admission, you can actually hop on the Hogwarts Express during that extra hour, and it's an extra ride that is open during EPA. And of course, last but not least, another reason why the park to park ticket might be a great fit for your family is if you're taking advantage of the Harry Potter interactive wand, specifically for over one day, just because you really will want to get the most out of it, and you'll want to visit both of the lands, Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, to use your interactive wand and take advantage of all of the spell locations. And that is the list, everyone. Those are some of the best tips and tricks for using the park to park ticket over at Universal Orlando. I really, really hope you found this video helpful. And like I said, if you are in the process of planning a Universal Orlando trip and you do need a little additional tips and tricks just like this, just be sure to go check out our website, theparkprodigy.com. And as a thank you for sticking around all the way till the end, I actually do have a special promo code that you can go and use on some discounted theme park tickets, even booking a full Universal Orlando vacation package. And that promo code is going to be YouTube25. But I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all again so much for checking out this video. And until next time, I will talk to you soon.